Good afternoon. Hi, soon. Just gonna leave this open for a couple minutes. Get comfy on your mat. A little bit of breathing, a little bit of relax. Wait till the gang hops in. We'll start in a couple minutes. I'm gonna do some ab work today. Bikini season's just around the corner. Hey. Awesome. Liz, Jenna, hello, welcome. Glad to have ya. It's almost like I'm not actually doing yoga alone. Thanks for joining. So come to a comfortable seat on your mat, close your eyes, focus on some breathing, try to feel the stress shake off. All right. Just a couple more minutes here. We'll do a quick one too. I know it's in the middle of your day. Crystal, hi, thanks for jumping on in again. Yeah, just a little 30-minute kind of move around. Get a pump on. I'll come hang out at my mat too. Wait till the clock strikes 12. I wish I could. All right. So close your eyes. Every time you exhale, just feel your shoulders roll down and back. Gonna spend 1 minute here. Just a little bit of peace and quiet, a little bit of silence. Feel free to have a smile on your face. Nobody's looking at you. And just keep breathing. Steph's on too. Awesome. Hey, girl. There, we can hear our nice little bells from across the street on the church. So just take one super deep inhale and exhale. Fill your lungs, fill your belly. And then out through your mouth, let it all go. And kind of wiggle it out a bit. Good, we'll get right to it. We'll start with some neck rolls, rolling side to side. Warming up the same way. Every time. If there's any areas of tightness, just hold wherever you feel it, pull, relax into it. One more roll, side to side. And bring your head back up to the center, and we'll do some circles with our torso, rounding your back as you go towards the back, arching your chest through your shoulders as you roll to the front. You can try to match it with your breathing. You're inhaling as you pass through the front and exhaling as you round towards the back. You can go at your own pace, follow your breathing. One more big circle, and then you're going to change direction. Make sure you can get your shoulders into it. And make your circles a little bit smaller until you're sitting all the way upright. And we're gonna roll right on over to our hands and knees. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And we're gonna do a cat-cow here. So drop your belly, lift your gaze, pull your heart through. And then on the exhale, you start to round your tailbone, round through your spine, tuck your chin to your chest. One more time like that. Inhaling, you're arching, bringing your gaze up. And then on your exhale, rounding and tucking everything. Bring yourself back to the middle. We're going to walk our hands forward a little bit and go into a down dog. You can pedal it out first one of the day. Bending your knees side to side. Like you're walking the dog. And then bring your legs to stillness. Just hold in your down dog here for 3 breaths. And then come forward into your plank. You're going to bring your knees down, walk your hands farther forward and drop your chin and chest towards the floor. Hips stay over the knees, little shoulder opener here, puppy pose. And then keep pressing into your forearms and drop your body down towards the floor, Sphinx Pose. Feel like you're pulling the mat apart. Open your heart. Squeeze your legs. Feel like your back is nice and long. And then roll your body down. Hands plant under your shoulders. Bend at the knees, toes come together. Press right back into child's pose. From your child's pose, you're going to roll right on up to kneeling and come to kneel nice and high, hands on your hips, balance on your knees, and you're going to step forward to the front of your mat. From here, let's flow through it. You're going to reach your arms up and fold forward. Halfway lift. We're going to do 3 sun salutations. Fold, step on back to your plank. Knees up or down, lower all the way to the floor. Roll your shoulders back, opening your chest. And then we'll meet in down dog. Look between your thumbs, step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. And come on up to standing. Reach your arms out to the sides and up. 2 more times like that. Fold at your hips. And halfway lift. Fold, plant your hands, step, walk, or hop back. Knees up or down, lower all the way to the floor. Roll your shoulders back, find a cobra or up dog. And then roll down, we go back to our down dog. Look between your hands, step, walk, or hop to the front. You're going to forward fold at the front. And then press away from the floor, bring your arms up. One more time, diving forward, fold. Halfway lift. Your hands can trail above your knees if you'd like, long back. And fold, plant your hands, step, or hop back. Now let's try to lower just halfway, chaturanga. And then up dog, your knees stay lifted, back's nice and long. And then use your core, come back to down dog. From here, we're gonna step our feet into a squat in the middle of our mat. Hands can kind of hold onto the toes. Drop your hips, lift your chest up. And keep your hands where they are. Lift your hips up and forward fold. Couple more like that. Loosening up our hips. Drop yourself down to a squat. Heart is open. Gaze forward and then lift your hips. Drop your head. Let's get 2 more like that. Really press your knees out. Drop your hips. Heart is open. And then fold. One more time. Drop down into your squat. Heart stays lifted. Send your hips down and back. And then fold forward. You can release your toes, generous bend in your knees, tuck your chin to your chest, and roll all the way up to standing. To get to the front of our mat, we're just gonna pick our right knee up and hug it into our chest. Roll your ankle out, hug the knee up as high as you can. And then that foot that's lifted, step it forward about a foot. You're getting closer to the top of your mat. Pick up your left leg. Hugging the knee into your chest, you can roll the left ankle. And set it down. Good, reset yourself so you're standing at the front of your mat. And let's sweep our arms down and out to come up. And fold forward. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Halfway lift. And then fold. Plant your hands. We're just stepping our right leg back this time. Rock a little bit until you get your stance there. Heart stays forward. Try not to dump all the weight in that front leg. Find some length. Now squeeze your inner thighs together. Strong back and come on up. Sweep those arms up by your ears. High lunge. You can stay holding your lunge like this if you want a little extra. We're going to do 5 little taps. Tapping that back knee down to the floor. Core stays tight. Up and down for 5. I said abs, but we're going to add some legs in too. Bring your arms back down. Low lunge, we're going to add a twist here. So plant that inside hand. Your left hand is going to peel across your chest and up towards the ceiling. Your gaze can follow. Now here's the tricky part. We're going to try to come up twisted. So squeeze your inner thighs together. Come up light onto your right fingertips. Find your balance and see if you can stay twisted and bring your torso up. Your arms reaching forward and back. Gaze out to the side. And then you can look forward, sweep both hands up towards the ceiling. And float your fingertips down for balance, and you're just going to press off that back foot, and you're in a forward fold at the front of your mat. You can wiggle your legs out a little bit. Halfway lift. Try to find length in your spine, nice and long. And then fold again. This time we're stepping the left leg back. All right, have a little bit of movement there to get into it. Now we're going to be light on our fingertips. Engage your core here and then sweep your arms up. High lunge. Remember, you can hold here. Try to squeeze your glutes in your core or add 5 taps. So you're tapping that back knee down and then coming back up. Two more up and down. Make sure to squeeze your glutes when you get to the top. And then float your fingertips back down to the floor. Good. Test our balance again, adding a twist. So your left hand comes down to the mat, your right hand sweeps up and all the way towards the ceiling, little twist. Now let's see if we can come up twisted. Squeeze your legs together, maybe hover those bottom fingertips first, and then see if you can come on up. Arms reaching forward and back, looking out to the side. And then hands sweep down to come up, high lunge towards the front. All right, sweep your hands back to the floor. Gonna add a little vinyasa in here, so step back to your plank. Knees up or down. And we'll flow through a little back bend. And we'll all meet in plank. From your down dog, have a deep bend in your knees and press away from the floor so your tailbone's up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to walk your hands towards your feet. You're going to forward fold at the back of your mat. Going to add a twist here. You're going to super bend your right leg and let your left fingertips come up towards the ceiling. Long back, shoulders away from your ears. And then fold, other side. Super bend your left leg, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. And fold. Generous bend in your knees, tuck your chin to your chest, roll all the way up to standing. Your head comes back up last, you roll your shoulders back and reset in your standing position. All right, time for some abs as promised. I'm just gonna try to set up my mat a little better. You guys can grab a little sip of water if you need. Oh, hello. All right, so we're gonna start on our back. There you go. So make your way down to your back. You're gonna press, I cannot figure out the camera today. All right, hands down on the floor. You're gonna press your low back into the floor, extend your legs out long. Try to lift your shoulders off the ground. We're gonna do 30 seconds of flutter kicks. So you're just kicking it up and down, tiny little bits. So get yourself set up. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of flutter kicks. Keep going here. Gonna fix myself. Almost halfway there. Keep pressing your low back into the floor. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds. I'll get you set up for the next one. The next one, we're gonna lift our feet up high towards the ceiling. And then we're gonna crunch and try to reach towards our toes, crunching up and down. And that will be for 30 seconds as well. So we'll start in 5, 3, 2, 1. Lift those feet up and try to crunch, reaching up for the toes. Over halfway there. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Rest. 15 seconds. So the next one we're going to do is ab bikes. So your hands are going to be behind your head. You're laying on your back again. Still got 10 seconds to catch your breath. You're going to put your hands behind your head, press your low back into the floor, and then you're connecting opposite knee to opposite elbow. All right, in 3 seconds, we'll do that. 3, 2, 1, and go. Try to crunch as hard as you can in the middle. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax. can rock yourself up to seated. We're going to take a 15-second breather there too. You can slowly meander your way to a plank pose. So in a few seconds, we're going to start with a plank. We're going to hold it for 45 seconds. And if you want to add a little extra, you're going to tap the outside of your elbow nice and slow with each knee. All right, we'll go in 3, 2, 1. So either hold a full plank, pressing away from the floor. Time started. And if you want to add extra, you tap the outside of each elbow one at a time. You pick your poison. Holding this one a bit longer, 25 seconds left. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and break. Good, give yourself a little breather. We're gonna rest a little bit longer, and then we're gonna repeat that. Catch your breath a little, roll your wrists. So we're gonna get ourselves set up again for those flutter kicks. So you can roll on down to your back. And we're gonna do 30 seconds of flutter kicks. Press your low back into the ground, legs extended out long. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Try to keep your shoulders and your head off the ground if you can. If not, you can let it rest on the floor. Just keep pressing your low back into the ground. Halfway there. Use your core, try not to strain your neck. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 15 seconds like that. And then we'll do those toe touches with our feet in the, up towards the ceiling. All right, let's go in 5 seconds. So get your feet up, toes pointing towards the ceiling, and then try to reach those toes. We'll go for 30 seconds, starting now. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and release. Rest for 15. You can let your knees fall side to side a couple times. All right, and then we're going to do those ab bikes. So get ready with your hands behind your head. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1. So you're tapping opposite knee to opposite elbow. 30 seconds. Go for it. Over halfway. 10 seconds left. Feel the burn. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew. Do a little poke check. See if there's a six-pack yet. And rock and roll your way up to seated. And we're going to do one more. So we're going to do our plank again. So get yourself all ready. So you either hold that plank 45 seconds or you can add some knee taps with your knee to your elbow. All right, let's go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and up we go. Last little one. And then we'll stretch it out. If you're holding your plank, press away from all 10 fingers, kind of round your upper back, belly button in towards your spine, squeeze your glutes, legs are strong, And if you want, add some additional taps to the outside. Get those obliques working. "15 seconds left, last little push. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release, come to kneeling. Good job. Should be feeling it a little bit in your core there. Let's roll out our wrists, let our breathing slow down. Point and flex the hands, shake them out a little bit. All right, let's come back to our tabletop position. We're just gonna kind of stretch out our belly a little bit. So just like at the start, let's drop through a couple cat-cows. So you're tucking the tailbone, taking your gaze up, stretching through your front body. And then on the exhale, you start to round through your back, tucking your chin, stretch your shoulders. Follow through with your own breath. 2 more rounds of cat-cow. So you're dropping your chest, lifting your gaze, tailbones up. And then on the exhale, tucking and rounding. One more time through inhale and exhale. And back to neutral spine. Walk your hands forward a little bit. We're going to pop up into down dog. Stretch out your legs, elongate your shoulders. Drop one heel at a time, pressing away from both hands. And then come through your plank so you can drop your knees to the floor and walk your hands forward just like we did at the start. Drop your chin and chest to the floor. Now keep strong through your forearms and drop your body to the floor. Hips come down. Feel like you're pulling them out apart with both hands. Squeeze your glutes and then just pull your chest and your heart through. Feel a little stretch where your abs are. And then gently release. Roll out of that. Slide your hands back under your shoulders. Bend at the knees. Widen your legs. Toes tap together. And press right back to child's pose. And breathe here. We're going to hold here for a little. Look between your arms. We're going to press ourselves up to our kneeling position. Bring those knees under the hips and come up kneeling high just like at the start. And add one more little stretch on each side. So you're going to step your right leg forward and sink your hips down. If you need to add some extra, you lift your arms over your head, grab your left wrist, lift up and bend over to the right. Keep squeezing your glutes, protect your lower back. If you're bending over to the side, just come back to the center. Release your hands to your hips. Press into that front foot just so you can lift yourself up a little bit. Find that balance on the left knee and step it back. And now we'll do the other side. Step the left foot forward. Start to sink your hips down. Squeeze your glutes so you find some lift here. If you want to add some more, bring those arms overhead. You're gonna grab your right wrist and lift up and spin to the side. If you're bending over to the side, reach your arms back to the center. Press into that front foot. Bring your legs up a little bit, hands on the hips. And you're gonna step back to kneeling. You can sit onto your heels. Release your hands to your sides. And we're just gonna drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. You can close your eyes. And you're gonna tuck your chin to your chest, roll through center, and drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Drop your chin to your chest, and bring your head back up to the center. You can find any little movements or wiggles your body's looking for. But on that note, our 30 minutes together is up. So I hope you enjoyed the little quick blast of movement, and it gives you a little pizzazz to get you through the rest of your day. So thank you for joining me. Namaste. Have a good day, guys.